Son, how's your grades? What a disappointment. I'm sending you to a tutor.
Welcome to the Trigonometry Learning Center. We're here to teach failing and disappointing students trigonometry.
Hey there. I would like to enroll my son.
Let's see how you did. Oh wow, looks like you're going to have to go back to the basics of a unit circle. The basics of a unit circle. There are two fundamental questions on this topic. First, what is a unit circle? And second, how do you derive sine and cosine from a unit circle? Now first of all, a unit circle does not look like this. A unit circle is supposed to look something like this. A unit circle is different from an ordinary circle. The difference is that the radius of a unit circle is equal to 1. And the center of the circle is usually put at the origin of the Cartesian coordinate plane, known as 0, 0. Very basic. Now the next question is, how exactly are we going to derive sine and cosine from a unit circle? Well, first of all, before doing anything else, we're going to have to form a right triangle from the circle. Now, we use the lines of the radius and the x-axis. And then we form the remaining line. To form a right triangle. Now since this line is on your x-axis, this will be equal to x. Since this line is parallel to your y-axis, this will equal to y. This angle becomes your reference angle, which we will label as theta. Remember that in sine and cosine, there are three different sides to an angle: the adjacent side, the hypotenuse, and the opposite side. This is our reference angle. X over here is the line adjacent to that angle, so this becomes our adjacent side. This side is opposite the reference angle, so this side becomes our opposite side. This side becomes our hypotenuse, because it is the longest of the three. For any real number, x is equal to x, and y is equal to y. If you divide one side of x by 1, it won't make a difference. But remember that 1 is equal to the hypotenuse. So we're going to divide the other side of x with h. Remember the rule SOHCAHTOA. Cosine is equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse side. And remember, x is our adjacent side, which then equals this to cosine. From here we can say x is equal to cosine. The same can be done for y. You divide this by 1 and this by 1. Only this one becomes the hypotenuse h, also equal to 1. Y is the opposite side. The denominator is h, the hypotenuse. Remember, in sine, it's equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So from here, we can also say y is equal to sine. And that is how you derive cosine and sine from a unit circle. Very easy, very basic. Now for the last question in the test, is trigonometry fun? The answer is yes, it is. So Scotty, do you think trigonometry is fun? That's great, because it is.